Okay, it says host doesn't allow this.
Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session.
Okay.
This is cause number 2020 CR 6462, State of Texas versus Arnold Brown Stamps. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 12:34 p.m. on the first day of July 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Austin Stout for the state.
Joe Bohack for the defendant. He's present. We're ready, Your Honor.
Sir, are you the same Arnold Stamps who's charged by indictment with fraudulent use or possession of 5 or less identifying information items, and in this case specifically a check? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
I apologize. I'm having to take care of one matter very quickly.
I'll pay whenever I go ahead. All right.
Sorry about this, everyone. Okay, Mr. Stamps, I'm going to show you the indictment in this case using the share screen function. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
And then, Mr. Bohack, do we waive reading of the indictment?
We waive, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. State, are we proceeding on both counts?
No, Your Honor, the state's proceeding only on count 1 and waiving count 2.
We have no objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Stamps, I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same. I make it a part of the record. And then I'm going to go back into share screen, sir. I'm going to show you a document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And there's an electronic signature. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're telling me 2 things. One is that you are aware that normally we do these types of hearings live and in court, but that you're consenting to do this hearing by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand that your electronic signature here, as well as all the other electronic signatures of yours in the plea packet in front of me, you're saying that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. We're still on share screen, and now I'm showing you the court's admonishments. I'll scroll through for you so you can see all of it. But are you familiar with this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
On the bottom of page 4 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the rights that you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself, not plead today. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 180 days to 2 years in the state jail and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. Sir, I'm going to go back into share screen again, show you the plea bargain in this case. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I'll let you know if we're going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea.
Yes,
Punishment will be assessed with 180 days in the state jail. There'll be a $1,500 fine. There's no application. Well, it doesn't list it out, but there's no application for community supervision or deferred adjudication in this case. Taken in consideration for dismissal are 3 misdemeanor causes, and then one of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well? Mr. Bohack, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that it?
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, then I'll allow you to withdraw the plea and we'll proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified in the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual or rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
I believe he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
I believe he is, Your Honor.
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment at count 1, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
If you're going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
The state offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments prior to getting on the record, and I find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. I find you guilty, sir. Mr. Bohack, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor.
Being no legal reason, in accordance to the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 180 days in the state jail. I'll give you credit for time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Taken in consideration for dismissal are 3 other cases. I'm going to read you the cause numbers, tell you the offenses, and if you plead true to these offenses, then I dismiss these cases. Do you understand the proceedings, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
In county cause, these are all county cause numbers. 654-568, failure to identify. How do you plead? True or not true?
Attorney,
Judge,
I don't understand.
we're going to be pleading true, Mr. Stamps, and then the judge will dismiss those cases.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Well, I'll ask you again. In cause number 654-568, failure to identify. How do you plead? True or not true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well,
True.
okay. That's
I'm sorry.
dismissed.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. 657-838, evading arrest. How do you plead? True or not true?
True.
That's dismissed. And then 657-839, failure to identify. How do you plead? True or not true?
True.
That's dismissed as well. Sir, this is a plea bargain case. I follow the plea bargain. So you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
Judge, Mr. Stamps was very cooperative with me. He did want to make sure that we relayed to you that while he's been in jail, he has been participating in a mentoring program. He's been taking classes. He really wants to put all this behind him. He's as he has explained to me, he has been in the military. And Judge, I know that we had quite a few misdemeanors here lined up, and this is, crime that he's not proud of. He's always expressed to me his desire to take responsibility for his actions. He did want to make sure that I impressed upon you that he is requesting all credit for time served. He has been a trustee in Bexar County Jail.
All
I
right,
do
thank
not know if at this point that's going to satisfy the judgment, but if so, if the time satisfies the judgment, we're going to request that be satisfied as soon as possible.
All right, I'll give you credit for time served, sir. I'll let the state jail determine if that
2-1.
makes that judgment satisfied or not. It's a little bit different with the state jail and the county jail, but you got the minimum that you can get, and we took care of 3 misdemeanor cases as well. So we'll see. We'll let the state jail make that determination.
May I say something, Your Honor?
Well, probably not. It's not a good plan while we're on the record for you to say something if you haven't run it by your attorney yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conclude the hearing. We're in recess.